So it's always good to understand a couple of different approaches we could take. For me, the easiest is whenever I have a fraction on one side, I like to make the other side a fraction by putting it over 1, and then I can cross multiply. I like starting with the cross product that has the variable or unknown in it. So I'll go ahead and write it out as 7 times the quantity 4x minus 3 equals, and then the other cross product, so 15 times 1. I could distribute the 7 to get 28x, make sure I distribute it here as well to get a negative 21, and then in this case, because I only have one type of x, I'm going to get x's on one side, numbers to the other. So I'll move the 21 over and I'll get 36 here. And then when I divide, I would just put this in my calculator with the fraction option where I could either do alpha and then this x to do the horizontal fraction bar, or I could have done alpha y equals and choose that first option, type in 36 over 28, and it'll reduce it for me. So that could be a nicer answer because I feel very confident in it. So 9/7, and technically, if you can fit the fraction, you could type it as well. So that would have been acceptable as well. Now, for those of you who are thinking, well, I really like Desmos, what can I do with Desmos? You do have an option for Desmos. I don't necessarily think it's the easiest approach, but it's a good one. So let's go ahead and pull that up in the upper right corner here. And we could type this in, 15. I like to do the /, but you can use the keyboard provided to you by Desmos down here. We'll go right and put equals 7. And notice here, the solution is a little bit hard to see. In fact, when you do it in this way, we don't even get an exact answer. So I'm hesitant to do it that way. So what I could do instead is type this left side as its own function, and I could type the right side as its own function in here. Because this left side has an x in it, I don't have to put y equals. And notice, I'll zoom out and you can see the graph. Regardless if I put y equals or not, doesn't change it. But because this right side doesn't have a variable, I'd have to put y equals. And notice it's this horizontal line. And we're looking for the intersection. And so you can see it only intersects at that one point. Let's drag to get right to it. And we'll go ahead and click on it. And that does give me an actual point. I can click here. If I want it to go into this field, I can click label. And that is arguably much easier for getting an exact answer compared to that first approach. So regardless of how you do it, you'll get the right answer. Doing it by hand did give us a little bit more satisfaction or a little bit more confidence by getting an exact fraction versus getting this kind of decimal that I might be like, oh, am I going to type it in correctly? Are they going to accept it both ways, truncating or rounding? But at the end of the day, the approach is up to you.